Christian. Plug has put a bounty on your head. Anyone can claim it. You wouldn't. People are running out of weed. You know what kind of savages they become when they can't smoke? It's kind of savage. I can help you. Follow me to my podcast. I have all the weed you want. It's too late. You already copped the pack on the arm. You're in debt. Jesus. Such a disappointment. All the weed in the world.
I'm alive, bro.
Jesus. Как еще сказать? Jesus.
3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on another episode of Jesus. Your host, George Mora, and your co-host,
Chris Vidal.
and your videographer.
Edwin Chuya.
There you go.
It's actually Lord Vidal.
it's Lord Vidal now, and Ghost of George, Ghost of Jesus.
Ghost of Jesus.
Ghost of Jesus. Call me the Holy
And the
Spirit.
peasant Chuya.
I hope y'all enjoyed that little the peasant Chuya. Facts, bro. You deserve that name. You deserve that name because
That's his fucking ranking in the game.
yes, literally.
Brought it all
peasant.
together.
Yo, literally, actually, it makes no sense. I'm Ghost of Jesus. Finished the game pretty much 99% completion. Christian,
Lord.
I beat the game
Lord.
first. And I was
Story.
like, yeah, I did the story. I was like, this is lit.
but since he beat it first,
And I was like,
Lord of
fuck
Vidal.
Lord Vidal.
And then Edwin Peasant in Tsushima because didn't even finish the fucking game.
Hey.
Mind you, we all said we were going to review this fucking game. We just saw a little gameplay. We saw a little clip of it, a little cinematic clip. We were all with it. This was Edwin's fucking idea in the first fucking place. I'm looking at you, bro.
You're looking
And
at
then we said, we're like, yo, you know what?
Bring dishonor.
We're going to give ourselves... Bring dishonor to the Chuya name. But we gave ourselves, what, a week to beat this game and play it. Then we said, no, you know what? We all got busy schedules. We all got shit to do. Let's do 2 weeks. Christian was like, yo, I got this in a week. Christian no lives fucking story mode games, bro, mind you. He'll beat a 30-hour game in a day if he likes it like OD. And if he has time. You know, now he has a kid, so it's different. But fucking... And then Edwin Chuya... Or peasant Chuya, dishonorable Chuya, was like fucking
dishonor to the name.
was like, no, I got this, bro. I got this. Don't worry. I'll beat the game faster than you, bro. I'm too good at games. Blah, 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 yo. I was like, 2 weeks is good for me, bro. Like, you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to go crazy on the game. Mind you, I spent so many fucking hours on that game. So many hours on that game.
But, like,
Right out the bat. Let's get that straight, bro.
Yeah.
You will grind on that fucking
Let's
game
talk
like
about-
nobody's
let's
business.
talk about how like we were spending hours on different parts of it, right? Because there were parts that you had. I was like, yo, bro, let me know when you get to this part because I was on it all fucking day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, oh, all right. And you come over and you're like, yo, I've been here the fuck 30 minutes. I'm in the next room like, I act like I didn't fucking hear it. Like, bro, but and then what? Yeah, bro. I like how the game itself, dude. It we played two different ways too. I played stealthy, played aggressive.
So basically, all right. So we're gonna break up this review very simply into 3 categories, right? Into gameplay, characters, and story arc, because it's literally what the whole game's about. It's what the 3 main components I believe make up a game. Before we give our final review of the game, mind you, I'm gonna get this shit out of the way, bro. I saw so many fucking game reviews this morning, right? And they were all saying it's an amazing game. They're giving it a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, all this shit, except GameSpot and IGN. They gave it like a 7, 7.5 or 7, 8 out of 10, okay. Shit like that, which was good. And everybody's talking up the gameplay and the fighting, and it's amazing. But the story lacked. The story fell a little bit short. It didn't do it for me. 80% of the story, whack as shit. Just getting that shit out the way. Mind you, should you buy the fucking game and go and play it? Yeah. Yes, bro. Hands down, bro. Go play that fucking game. I spent fucking 50 plus hours playing that fucking game. We also played it on fucking hard mode. I think that needs to be fucking discussed, because everybody who did that review is not playing that game in fucking hard mode, mind you, right? They're playing that shit on easy and on normal. I looked at the game and I was like, yo, I know this is a long ass game coming in. Yeah. I'm gonna play it on standard or easy, bro. Mind you, when that decision came in, my girl's in the room and Christian's dead ass fucking like staring me down, bro.
Yeah, because I was just talking about how I was playing hard.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hard? I'm playing it on hard, bro. No worries, bro. I'm like, yo, like this is a 50-hour game, bro. I'm not trying to die over and over and over and over again. Which I did.
Which we did.
Because my fucking girl sat here and fucking literally stared me down. I was like, you're going to play easy, you pussy. He's like, standard? No, play hard. Play hard. And I'm like, fuck me. I played hard. I did it for the fans and for the views and for the clout.
For his fan.
All right. Spend fucking, yo, oh my God, bro. Like you said, bro, there are certain parts in the game where you are literally spending hours in one scene, and nobody wants to touch. And then every single review I've seen skipped over the duel scenes, which is what really took me the hours to complete.
Yeah.
And all right, so playing it on hard mode is a completely different experience than anything else. Super grindy. I think you have to do the whole exploration phase, right? So getting into the gameplay. Let's go over the exploration first. Then we're going to jump into the graphics, the fighting styles, and the personalization of the characters, right? Yeah. So, cool. Exploration. Hands down. First thing you get, a horse, right? I don't really get why they make you name things in a horse.
Why the equivalent of getting a car, stealing it, and bringing it to Los Santos Customs, GTA 5. So let's get that out. This is a fucking Japanese GTA 5, bro.
This is a Japanese GTA
horses.
5, but you don't steal. You don't
personal horse. You get your personal horse whenever you want, but you can steal horse all the time. You just don't fucking do it because your horse is like comes whenever.
But the game doesn't want you to steal the horses. Like if you play Red Dead, hands down, you're stealing fucking horses.
There's a meter and it's like you know what I'm saying. I thought that would happen too in this game.
No, there isn't.
I thought you were gonna have an honor meter.
For your horse?
I mean? No, just in the game. Yeah, because the way they was like kind of like I felt like spun off as like fight with honor, dishonor, right?
Yeah.
Choose how you want to fight. So I figured like that would be a thing.
Which is good. Touching on another thing of the game is that it really makes you feel like you're a samurai, right? The characters,
going into it,
the characters, the way they act, the cinematography, just everything really has a really like visceral samurai theme. And it doesn't cut away from that. Like, not even in the story, I feel there's a cut away from that. Which makes the characters a little less interesting and a little more, like, boring in a sense. But, like, the gameplay and the design and just the the environment fucking makes it. I feel like I was in China or Japan or whatever. And I feel like I was in Tsushima. Tsushima is a real place. Also, the historical accuracy in the game is decently accurate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And talk about like the Mongols invading and whatnot. They kind of mixed up like the two different invasions. Right? Like the first one off like the
So opening scene, you break down. You're in a war scene, right? You're going down. You're at a beach,
You're
Komoda
a skilled
Beach.
fighter, but never been in a war.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your character, I believe that was.
You play as Jin Sakai.
Yeah,
Jin
Lord
Sakai.
Jin Sakai.
Lord Jin
Of the
Sakai.
Sakai clan.
Oh, the Sakai clan. Your father dies at an early age, and you're playing this game. But all right, so pretty much you get shot, and this girl Yuna saves you, right?
His father dies in the first Mongol invasion.
And the first father? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, your father dies way beforehand. But there's these little flashbacks, which I thought were gonna be more reoccurring in the game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which
I
they're
did-
not.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, you learn more about yourself or your family, right? Like towards the middle, in the second act,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which I thought was dope. I thought that was gonna be a lot more of that though.
Me too.
Like, you know.
Me too. But so you get into you get on your horse. The first thing I immediately noticed through the exploration of the game, right, is the direction of the wind, right? You're like all you have to do is go swipe up on the D-pad, and it just tells you where you can go. No more waypoints, none of that. Like you just keep swiping up, and the wind whoosh, will gush you to wherever you need to go. Fire ass shit, completely innovative. No game's done shit like that before, from that I know of. Another thing is you get gold bird. Like you have whenever
Golden Birds of Tsushima.
yeah, you're exploring
They,
shit. There's this little gold bird that kind of pops up and leads you to like certain artifacts or certain
And
like
within a certain area, like if you happen to come by, like they won't just like there's a bird following you the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you hit like a certain range, I guess within that whatever the fuck.
you follow it and you find new things. And then the game the upgrades, I guess the exploration in the game, you get charms, right? Which you get through like side quests and shit, which kind of help your character's ability, right? It'll give you like 2.5% health or like more resolve in the game, right? And the resolve is the meter you use for like
It's almost like a magic points kind of thing.
yeah, it's
It would
almost
be
like
an
a
MP meter, right?
which is fire as shit. Which is fucking fire as shit. You got the fox dens. You got the bamboo strike. The fox dens is basically you find the fox. You follow this little fox around for a little bit.
They allow you to put more charms.
Put more.
To use
Oh,
more
okay.
charms.
Yeah. The Inari shrines. That's what they're called, right? The Inari shrines. That was pretty. The fox shit was like kind of like weird because all you do is follow the fox until this Inari shrine.
I like the fox. It's kind of cool.
Right.
Pet the fox. He jumps up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, this Maria loved the fucking
I
fox,
low-key want
bro.
a fox now for a pet.
Oh my gosh, she said the same thing. She's like, I want the pet fox. Why do we have to have Zelda for?
That's so true.
Where is she? She's just fucking out right now.
Get
But
ready.
anyways, that was fucking cool. The bamboo strikes in the game, right, that help you add the resolve, right? You have these like little mini games where you kind of
hitting buttons in like a certain order. That was dope.
that was fucking dope. I like that shit because you really want to find those bamboo strikes too. That was the first thing I
What was it
upgraded.
that built your resolve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would
Built your resolve.
Exactly, yeah. And then there's this meter in the game where the legend grows, right? Where you're playing it and you get technique points that help your character out, and then your legend meter.
It's almost like your XP points.
Exactly. So the more exploration you do, the more you play the game, it really makes you feel like your legend is growing, right?
Yeah.
Like in a sense, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed. I compared it a lot to Assassin's Creed by the jumping, right? When you're trying to look for these certain shrines, you're kind of like jumping using your grappling hook, kind of like Batman Arkham Asylum too, right?
Use your mind, you gotta look around.
Exactly. So it's just like, yo, that game really.
Every time when I use a grappling hook, my fault. Every time I use a grappling hook, I feel like Spider-Man, man, because you just swing with from trees, branches to branches, and then you know how you could go like from cliffs. You.
I felt more like Batman.
Yeah, like Batman, right?
Batman.
I never played. I never played.
You never play Arkham Asylum? Oh,
I think
it's
I-
like super fluid. It's
fire.
That was a lot more fluid.
It's
Batman's
fire.
a little more like
I never liked those Batman games.
rusty. Nah.
he said he don't like. Dude, what is wrong with this guy, bro? Yo, please, anybody in the comment section, give fucking Edwin so much shit for that, bro.
I tried playing it. It just I don't know. I just didn't like it at all. I'm like, what is this? Like I bought the the last one, I don't know, the Arkham. I don't know whichever, but like I just wanted to play so I can play to play against what's his name? Batman's old prodigy. The guy with the red.
Oh, the Red Hood, Robin.
Red Hood, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I try to get. I just about to play to fight, right? But then I really got bored of it. I'm like, nah, fuck this game. 20 minutes in, I'm like, fuck
Wow, that game is so interesting, bro. Especially, well, whatever. This is not the Arkham Asylum review, but fucking play that game. This game, Ghost of Tsushima, makes you feel like you're playing a little bit of a Arkham Asylum, Assassin's Creed kind of mix, right? With the fighting style and the fighting stances and everything. Pretty much, I think that's pretty much it for the exploration, really, right? You get these little side quests. They're actually they have some good tales in them, but they can get a little repetitive because the same thing. You kind of go into this detective mode. Yeah. Also, like Arkham Asylum, you go into like detective mode. You're trying to like discover these little things. You're kind of making use of common sense. Yeah, blood trails, footprints. Right, very very repetitive in the game, especially with the side quests. But some of the tales are actually very interesting, right? Like you didn't play the tale I was telling you about earlier.
Nah, with the
yeah. So one of the tales is pretty much
traitorous bitch.
Yeah, pretty much you see a sculptor, right? And you see just a regular peasant working on the sculptor, I guess an artist working on the sculptor, and that's his father's sculptor. And then he's going to he's like, oh, the Mongols got my father. He's a famous sculptor, and they got him locked up. So you go, you save him, you kill the Mongols, you find the sculptor, and the sculptor's like, why'd you do that? Like, I was working for them. Like, I basically turned, like, I was sculpting this beautiful sculptor for the Mongol army, for the Khan himself, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you're going to betray, like, everything you know for, like,
fame
or whatever. He was like, yeah, like, if I'm a sculptor, this is like how I basically leave my legacy down, right? Boom. So he's like, yo, whatever. He's like, yo, your son's looking for you. Boom. You go back to your son, kill some Mongols, find that the son is dead. They killed the fucking son. So then the father's like, oh my God, like I did all this shit for like fame, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, he lost his son, the most important shit to him. So that was pretty.
How important was you know that he left his son? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Sure, he should run and win him, right? Yeah. But either way, the tales, some of them were pretty detailed, right? There was another one where they were poisoning people.
Yeah, that's like.
So I'm just giving you a little sneak preview onto some of the things. We're not gonna spoil the game for you, but the horseback riding, mind you, I killed that horse. I should have bought it earlier in the game though. But did you buy like the fucking tackle off the horse? That was the last thing I bought. That was the last thing I got. I should have
bought it in the beginning because that shit was kind of fun, bro. Just straight smacking people right off the train.
People. So what I did was I would ride into my horse, and then
you hit triangle, and then he just like tackles. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that when I play that tonight.
Nah, fuck that. I didn't care about that because what I did was I would go into battle, and either way you could jump off and strike. Right, you could jump off the horse. It was usually like kind of like swoop. And then I would literally just go in and charge and just fucking like whoosh, whoosh, like do that and then go in circles and shit. And then when I got knocked, and then I would just press X and jump off the horse and kill them. But I did a lot of standoff. So all right, jumping into the fucking how fucking all right, the graphics of the game, right? Graphics of the game,
fucking realistic,
fucking stunning,
beautiful,
bro. Fucking beautiful, fucking graphics. The color coding,
so the environment, the game itself though was supposed to feel like a movie, and I feel like it hit that.
It hit that, right?
It hit that.
Yeah,
most definitely. Crazy. Like whether we weren't like crazy about how quick the story felt or whatnot, like fucking scenes and shit, dude. It felt like you were watching a movie, like.
Yeah, like George said, like, it makes you feel like you're in Japan.
It really does make you feel like you're in Tsushima. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
See the fucking flowers fall.
Yeah, the flowers, the leaves.
You're riding after a while if you're riding in the field.
Yes.
Dude fucking is like grabbing the flowers while he's riding.
Yeah, sure. You just fucking go. Whoa. But either way, they added the screenshots in the game. Didn't use that shit once.
Oh, like a camera mode?
Yeah, the camera mode or whatever. Edwin's a fucking videographer. Didn't use that shit once. Everybody in the review was talking about how this fucking thing is so amazing. I'm not I don't do screenshots and I use it. I didn't use that shit once. Mind you, the game is meant for that though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that, I'm sure other people find creative ways to use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I didn't fucking use that shit, but the game is so stunning that I can see why they had to implement that, right?
If anything, it was kind of annoying to me, bro. Like, I'm in the middle of a fight, and then I fucking
you just accidentally press the camera button.
Yeah, and I'm like,
it happened. It happened.
and then I get to see how I'm about to get smacked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a fucking still shot of like, oh well, the second this comes off,
I'm gonna take the bandana off, bro, because we use this shit for the skit, and yeah, this shit's making me sweat like crazy. We don't have any AC in here. But what were you saying? Sorry.
Nah, man. Yeah, that was it. Just fucking. You see how you about to get fucking slapped?
Yo,
it's frustrating.
So fucking graphics are fucking beautiful. The exploration in the game is beautiful. Everything's also not too far from you, mind you, right? Everything is really close, like a minute and a half. No.
What are you talking, bro? I used that fast travel the entire game.
Fast travel.
Yeah,
come in clutch.
fast travel came in clutch. No, but what I'm saying is that like basically I would fast travel to a location and I would set a waypoint.
Oh.
And easily, like
yeah.
Like if we live in a world where it's we have super fucking ADD, right? Mm-hmm. Wild crazy ADD, bruh. Like every time I was doing something, I'd be like, oh, look over there.
That's my big thing.
I'd be like, oh, it's over there. Then once you get there, another question mark. Boom, let's go over there. Boom, let's go left. Let's go right.
I just fast traveled the entire game.
Exactly. But the game makes you want to keep exploring. Like you want to get these little shrines. You want to get these little upgrades for your character
on the road or whatever in the wilds.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you're like feel bad and try to get them before they get slapped.
That's true. Fucking
start throwing my kunais.
The kunai knife. So yeah,
just to try to save the hostages, bro. Just like launching them shit, bro, before they get taken down.
So great segue into gameplay, bro. Mind you, when you said so, basically there's these kind of scenes when you're liberating camps, right? Mm-hmm. You're trying to take over camps. What game does this like really great? Far Cry.
I never got into.
You never got into Far Cry? You never got into Far Cry? Fuck, for anybody that plays Far Cry, bro, you have to liberate all these outposts or whatever. Mm. So in this game, you do the same thing. You gotta liberate the outpost. If you don't do it in stealthy mode, sometimes they'll have the hostages and they're gonna kill them, and you have to get there in a certain amount of time before they kill the hostage. If you kill the hostage, you fail.
Yeah.
So in this game, you said you use the kunai knives to do that. I fucking just
no, but I'm saying like even then like when you find people in the wild,
mm-hmm.
like you know when you're just walking to your when you're using the guiding wind to walk you through the map,
yeah,
and it'll be like standoff, or it'll be like 3 or 4 Mongols and then like someone on their knees tied.
Oh, like you just passed by a door, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's be like one of those hostages. Sometimes those guys get killed super quick, or
really?
Or like if you haven't, and you don't lose. Yeah, you don't lose for them getting killed. They just get killed. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm just like trying to save them all the time. Like that was my thing. Or
I always
like I've
them.
seen.
Maybe I had one die.
I've seen like Mongols running after like peasants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah. I try to get to them. And those guys are catching the kunai knives, bro. Like straight up. So like, just launch.
What I did with any characters like running or like when you had to run towards them, it was a specific one that I was talking about. Like when it shows the red meter, it goes bling bling bling, and they're about to kill them.
That shit is so stupid though, bro.
So what
like,
I did
when they get in front of the guy and they're like,
yeah, they're like,
I'm really gonna do it.
Now I'm gonna do it. No.
Okay.
All right, shit is dead. Like they would really exaggerate it until he's gonna die. I mean, it's good that he did that because, dude, I killed a few people before I went to go save the guy. But what I would do is I would just tackle. I would just straight charge people. I would just tackle them to the ground. You use that?
I didn't buy that move. Nah.
You didn't buy that move?
Later on in the end, I was more of an invasive fighter. Like you went into the standoffs and stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
I started off with like, nah, I'm fucking just straight like. Mm-hmm. First off, so I got my stances extremely quick in the game. Like, and that's because I was doing the fucking...
Yeah.
I was being extremely stealthy, and I was fucking getting the 2 points for observing and then killing the fucking guys. And, like, I just did that until... I wanted all those stances. You know what I mean? I thought the stances were going to be, like, fucking more. But I do like how, like, you had about 4 different fighters in the game, and you had, 4 different stances, essentially.
Yeah, so for the stances, what do we have? We had the stone stance.
Which was the start.
Which is basically you're fighting... Which is... super innovative in the game. Let's get that straight, hands down. The fighting style, right? When you're playing the game, you have these different stances that kind of work with different enemies.
Yeah, so the stone
And you could
stance
upgrade them,
worked
right?
With the swordsman, which was like pretty much what you used for like every duel.
Exactly. And then
Right.
you had the
Water stance.
water
which was for the
stance
shields.
for guys with shields,
The wind
The
stand.
wind stance
For
which
enemies
was
with
the
spears.
Spears, and then the moon. Stance,
the moon stance
to the brutes.
for the brutes, and then eventually, well, I guess I'm not. We shouldn't spoil that one, but fucking yo, like the innovation in that, and you have to unlock it slowly. They don't just give you all these stances at once because it'll be way too complicated if you just start with all that. It's a good progression that you make. Because I was playing
still unlocking things. I feel like by the time you get to like Act 3 to the third act, you're still kind of unlocking things.
Yeah,
Not
well,
unlocking,
you're just, at this
the very
point,
end of part 2, you're still like the game is still teaching you things. I feel. You know what I mean? Like
you spend so much more. You spend a lot of your time on Act 1, right? Which is you get 3 different islands. It's the game's broken up in 3 different islands. You get 3 different acts, right? The first island, you're over here literally fucking
learning how to use the game.
Yeah, kind of learning how to use the game. By the second
that was
one,
the harder part of the game.
yeah, by the second one, the enemies they get so much like they get a little harder, right?
More aggressive.
More aggressive. They're fainting more. And in the third game, it does get more harder. But at that point, you're just kind of trying to unlock everything else, and you're pretty OP as fuck. If you spend a lot of the time exploring the game. If you're just doing the story, hard as shit. I think it would have been hard as shit because when I started the game, I died so many times, bro. I couldn't fucking tell you. That shit was irking me, bro. Like, yo, I would try to liberate the camps and I die, bro, because like they attack you at the same time.
Standing off, yeah, and that's where I realized like, yo, cut this standoff shit out, Chris.
And then you did
Yo,
stealth
just
mode,
start
right?
Fucking, yeah, just start climbing. I didn't even have a bow and arrow yet, so I was fucking dealing with the archers. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers are annoying, bro. So like, I had to fucking like climb up
shit.
like, yeah, and try to kill them real quick. Or I could only get 1 or 2 realistically, or like I was getting 1 on one end and then running all the way around the camp, bro, to catch another motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Just slowly picking them off, man. That was probably like the first camp that I had to liberate, bro. Was probably the hardest camp for me, dude. Like, I was just like, yo, I'm honestly like,
I remember you told me this.
I wanted to quit, but I was like, nah, man, like,
You
fuck
told-
that.
you
Lose honor or something, bro. I'm not with that shit.
You told me that shit.
Yeah, I didn't quit no quests. I didn't press B on no quest circle. That was one thing.
I did.
I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna get like a fucking
Well, not on quest.
achievement for being a quitter or something.
I did.
Like,
Well, I guess I did do it
Not
on
with
quest, but not on like liberating camps or like little enemies. No, like mini bosses. Definitely hands down press circle. I think twice throughout the game.
You know what's annoying when
What's
you
up?
try to liberate the camps? When there's a guy who's flash bombs and then freaking flashing in your face and then everything turns white.
Oh,
get out of here. You
But
guys,
no,
that bothered you guys?
no, I press circle.
No, we're like it
circle
happens out of nowhere.
I get the fuck out of there, bro. I see that shit and I'm out, bro. I don't really get a call.
It happens out of nowhere, like when you just fighting, then I don't know, you see him like boom, I'm like shit, what the hell? They have their skedaddle like from where I am, and they come back.
I do. What this guy mentioned in his review
Which one?
is
Well, what did he mention?
how they sometimes you get like the camera angles would catch you behind the bush. Or something, and you don't know where. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you just know you got tagged like twice, bro. You feel that shit in your remote or whatever. Like it's usually the spear for me.
The spear.
And slap like a pop, pop. I'm like,
Ear,
yo,
bro.
bro, just get the fuck out from behind this bush, bro, because you can't see what's going on.
Facts.
Like, you don't see nobody, you know what I mean? Like some games make it like, you know, like they'll change that camera angle to like it kind of comes into the bush and you can see it, whatever, like almost like a glitch or something, you know?
Yeah.
But like, nah, man, they fucking stood true to it. It's like, nah, you got to deal with that shit yourself. Like, you got to change your camera angle.
Hated
you
the
know
camera
what I mean?
angle
Like,
aspect of the game.
Yeah.
But one thing
Even
that
in the duel sometimes, man, you end up in like the corner of the screen. And I'm trying to like fucking turn my camera angle to get me
so
because we
that's
spun around
that's
so many
one thing.
times. and
Oh my
fucking
god!
fought,
So
like,
that's
tangled
that's
up.
another thing with the duels. But going back to the camera angles and all that, that definitely did annoy the shit out of me. Oh, like it happened a few times. Nothing crazy where you would pretty much get stuck with camera angles. It flowed pretty seamlessly. Fuck. Oh, so in the game, bro, like I switched my stances towards the enemy because I got better at like really standing off against, like, you know, wanting on people or having groups of enemies come towards me. I got really good at parrying. I got really good at pressing the circle button and not button mashing, because you start the game button mashing. And then you get into like, no, you really gotta press it once,
learn how to do
because if you button mash it, it will fuck you up.
Yeah.
It fucks you up. But if you just press it once at the right time, it'll do the move the way
Timing
it's
was
meant to
like
be done.
everything in that game.
Timing is everything. Parrying.
The fluidity.
But I didn't know there was and then switching the stances too, where you're pressing the button, switching the stances. I didn't even know there was a block button till just yesterday. After I was done with the game, I never even used fucking block, bro. I forgot that shit was in the game. Shit.
Tap the block button to parry.
Yeah. No. I just parried, but I never held the block button. I forgot that you could literally hold it when they would do like three moves or whatever. Fuck.
Because you still lose health.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I never did. That's why I never did that. But either way, fuck that block button. Moving on. Stealth mode, pretty whack for me. Edwin, what do you think?
I love the stealth mode. For me, every time I go liberate, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna kill all you guys. Like every time I'm gonna kill. No, I won't. Psych, bam, I hit him.
Nah, man, I use the stealth mode, and then towards the end of the game, when you got the fucking bro, it was just I was using the stealth mode up until I found the leader, and it was just slaughtering him. And then that's like, all right, cool, and that's it. That's all I do now. Like, you know what I mean? At this point in the game now,
So-
I don't even like really like crawl around and look for certain people to kill anymore. I'm just like, where's that leader at, bro? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit him, hit that L3R3 right quick, bro, and just start smoking people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those
The
like
ghost dance.
yeah, the ghost stance.
What I did was immediately once I upgraded a lot of my things, right? Like 40% of my techniques, kunai knives. Found the leader, kunai knifed him, hit him 3 times, kunai knifed him again, hit him, ended him. Then I had the rest of the camp to deal with, so I would kind of just run around in a circle. I would throw like my bombs, I'd throw like my fucking my explosive arrows, my fire arrows. I'll throw my sticky bombs. I made sure I used all my equipment all the time for every single camp I liberated.
The black smoke bombs were lit.
The black smoke bombs were lit
Knock
as
them on their ass
fuck.
and start fucking running around chain assassination.
Chain assassination, yeah. You just throw the smoke bomb, boom. You have this white mist, and then you have a bunch of groups of enemies around you, and then you upgraded chain assassination, which means you get to assassinate one, then immediately assassinate the other, and then mass assassinate the third one. So,
That was it, bro. And then
so yeah, bro.
at that point, you hit the fucking boss or the leader with a critical strike.
Oh,
He usually dies from it.
Done.
Yeah, bro. Game was like, bro, that's it.
done.
Once you understand it, like that's one thing. Like I feel like, cause you really only you just face one type of villain in the game.
Mhm.
That's Mount 2, kind of, right? But like even the second type of villain that comes on at the second island, right?
Yeah.
They're really kind of few and far in between. You have the duels with them, which are fucking sick, but like that's like. I feel like I don't know, man. I would like to see another character. I feel like it just got a little too easy towards the end.
Yeah, what a lot of people obviously skipped over in every single game review is the fucking duels, bro.
Those duels are
I don't know
sick.
why everybody skipped over the duels.
I feel like they probably did because once you finish them, you can't do nothing about them. You can't do nothing. You can't fucking visit them. You can't refight nobody. That's kind of annoying to me. That's because it's just like that was lit. The duels were fucking
the duels
fire,
were everything.
Bro. The duels were fire.
Everything in the game.
And like you can't do that no more. That's it. Once you beat the game, you're done. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of whack.
You know what
I wish they would put more
especially
duels
we beat
in.
it on hard, so it's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck's next for us?
So playing duels on hard is definitely not what it is on easy or normal. What are you playing on?
I'm playing hard, but now I'm playing easy to get
So
out of.
have you done the duel?
Yeah, I did. I do. When you have to fight, when you have to battle, when you have to take over the, when you do what's her name? Yuna's story. When I don't know that's.
All right, just say whatever duel. All right, what about the duel?
I really like. It's like when you do, bro. It's like when you're playing like a different type of game. You get what I'm saying? It's like one on one. Like how you play like another
like
game like
Mortal
Tekken.
Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it feels
Mortal
like
Kombat,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it feels like that. I'm like, oh shit, it's lit. It's lit. Yeah,
The
it's
angles
like,
and stuff
everything. Like,
become
I'm like,
like
this
that.
is amazing. Especially how the way they move and everything. It's like you're just having a one-on-one fight like Street Fighter and something like that. And Mortal Kombat, basically like that. That's why I like duels.
Crazy. I spent hours on enemies, bro, because they would just keep killing me over and over and over again, bro. And they would do like this bullshit 5-6 moves or whatever, or they would even do 7 moves. And literally on hard mode, it takes 2 strikes and you're dead. Like you're dead after 2 strikes.
But 3.
What?
3.
3?
That's 3 strikes.
Not when you didn't have the health or the resolve up. If you didn't have the health up, it was literally 1.5 strike and you're dead.
Yeah.
on hard mode, which was so fucking hard, bro. So that's when the armor comes into work.
That's the thing,
That's when the
so,
charms come into play.
I grinded the entire first island out,
Yeah,
like,
helped you OD.
and then and the rest of the game was just easy.
OD. Yeah, it was still challenging.
Except for the duels, honestly, the duels were the only challenging part for me.
Yeah.
and at that
That's
point,
true.
and honestly, like, if you did it the way you and me did it, like, we got the armor, like, you know what I mean. So we were just like I said, like, I got to the point where I was like, all right, you know, I'm tired of this shit. I'm switching to my Gosaku armor.
Getting
Smoke the guy.
Getting the Gosaku armor makes you
You know
OP
what I mean?
as
Yeah, like
OP as fuck.
I spent the
You gotta
entire
grind for
I spent
that.
an entire like night just on this one fucking fight, and then I was just like, the next morning I was like, bro, I have like an overpowered fucking armor. Why am I not using it? And I put it on. 2 tries, maybe. That was it. And I smoked them. That was it.
Smoked them. There was times where I needed to take a mental break from the game, from the duels, where I had to literally be like, yo, if I don't beat him in 30 minutes, bro, I'm going to just clock out of the game. I'm going to fucking go do some other shit and then come back with a fresher mind. It happened 2 times, bro. Because there was one where I literally spent an hour, bro, just literally trying to fucking kill this guy. Dude, that was so frustrating.
The first, for me, it was, like you said, Ryuzu.
Yeah. Let's not
have
say
to
that because we're in spoilers and shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so personalization, armor gear, dyes and vanity armor, the upgrades. What do you guys think about the gear and shit? I think the personalization really only came in at the end of the game. On Act 3.
Well, you just had cooler shit. You know what I mean? But like,
because
and
I
even
feel
then, like, I didn't really much like. I don't know. Like, I kind of like Sakai. Like, he had like that rugged look. I enjoyed like seeing his face during the cutscenes and shit.
Mhm.
So I kind of kept like the hats off him and the masks off him for the most part.
me too till the end of the game. I had
just-
one gold headband where I was like dope as
That's what I'm
fuck.
saying. I would use the headbands because you could see his face.
Exactly.
And then, you know what I mean? And then so you know, that was really my thing. I like the headbands more in the game a little bit.
I used the headbands more. I definitely started the game obviously with the Traveler's armor. Then I immediately went to Ronin. I was like, yo, I'm pretty much gonna grind the whole game on Ronin. Then you get the Sakai Clan armor. Then I'm like, oh shit, the Sakai Clan armor is dope as fuck. Then you get that Gosaku armor.
I gotta go Saku first.
And I hated that color that they had on it. But then
go Saku first.
I got like a nice black and gold trim on it. Fire as fuck. So I literally kind of finished the game with the Gosaku armor pretty much.
I whipped that out on like occasion, bro. I felt I was cheating that game, bro.
Then you got the ghost armor and shit. Whack.
The ghost armor is pretty lit.
Ghost
I
armor's
it.
whack.
You get like what two less kills to get into the ghost stance.
One unless you upgrade it.
Nah, 2. When it's fully upgraded, it's 2.
That's what I'm saying. One again unless you fully upgrade it. Unless you upgrade it.
Yeah, and then enemy detection. The Kensei armor was a Ronin mixed with with Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of cool.
So pretty much, yo, just for like, yo,
I didn't use that archer armor at all. I didn't even fucking bother.
Oh yeah, nobody,
I didn't upgrade
nobody
that
used that archer armor.
or the Traveler's attire. I didn't upgrade either one. I tried the Traveler's attire and I spent way too much time looking for the fucking cause of the vibration, the artifact that it was trying to lead me to. I was just like, yo, fuck this shit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. I'd rather just find the artifacts in the game. These artifacts are literally just little extras. They don't do nothing.
Don't do nothing for the game.
Like, you know what I mean? Except for maybe a couple vanity pieces, but then you could also just buy the wind to lead you to the vanity.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what I ended up doing.
If you just follow the birds lead you to the vanity pieces too.
True.
So, you know what I mean? That's what I did. And I found a bunch of dope spots. And then once you get that gift altar, honestly, which I thought was cool, I didn't realize, like, and dude, I hit that once, bro, and I got like 7-8 masks, like, immediately, like a couple headbands, like, so, like, right there, I was like, damn, I got mad shit now.
But yo, fucking, oh my god, the fucking upgrading, like, that's what I like about this game, is that the upgrades really had an impact on the game.
Yeah, the upgrades, you got a little more armor with your fucking upgrade, right?
Yeah,
So,
you
like,
got like a little more beefed up.
Your samurai armor, right, is just like a fucking whatever. And then, like, in tradition, that was really a thing, though, was like the richer, the more prestigious samurai would have the better
Their
armor,
armor,
the bigger
yeah.
pieces, and those big shoulder pads and shit, and the big helmets, and all that, with the fucking crazy masks. Those guys were rich, you know what I mean?
Which
but
was-
you could also have a samurai that was a fucking, he just became one,
Yeah, and he'd have like simpler armor.
simpler armor, you know what I mean? So it's just sick as fuck, I think, when you upgrade the armor,
When
you
you
got
upgrade-
that, and then you weren't stuck with that bulky ass armor.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You got to like bring it down to like the thinner armor if you like the thinner style,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But it didn't affect like your health, right? You know what I mean? It wasn't like, all right, cool. You don't got those shoulder pads.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You got to look stupid to look health to have a bigger health bar kind of thing.
which is true.
So I thought that was cool as fuck.
That was cool as fuck with the charms and everything, with the resolve.
Essentially, you had 3 or 4 different ways for every outfit.
Mm-hmm.
If they were fully upgraded, you had about 3 or 4 different styles to wear that outfit at, right?
Yeah.
And then all the colors that you have. So that shit was dope. I saw that one dude where he had like the fucking bird nose mask.
I like that one.
Like that was a cool customization.
That was a cool
I was like, all right,
customization.
that I gotta get a little more creative.
I like so that's what that again by Act 3 is when I got more creative because I had more masks, more headbands, and all that shit. So you'd have like the little bird like nose shit, and then I'd get like the nice like fucking round
Gembu straw hat.
Yeah, like a Gambu straw hat, but like a nice one with like a little design on the top. And then I get like a dye on the Sakai clown armor, like rocking some red shit. Just fucking running around looking like a boss, bro. Fire. That's when it made me feel unique by like Act 3. So like that's good that progression in the game. I guess it did make sense with a lot of the vanity upgrades. The duels, we went over that shit. Let's get to the weakest part of the game. More or less kind of pretty much weak, right? Which is the story. Because the gameplay, the fighting, 5 out of 5. But the story?
So I want to see thing about that right last night when we were talking about it.
Boring. Yeah.
There were parts in the game that hit you, right? But like when we compare story, right? Let's, for example,
This is spoiler-free story, right?
Yeah. So like let's say Halo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think everyone can agree the Halo story is fucking phenomenal. No one really has ever. I haven't heard any complaints about the Halo storyline, right? But hold on, right? Not one fucking scene in Halo really tickled my fucking heart, or like, you know what I mean, like plucked on a string or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great storyline, I think, and like that's what everyone loves, like Master Chief. They loved like following his story, right, from fucking Halo 1 to like whatever, or if you even knew the books, whatever, right? This game, I feel like more so the story lacked in that sense, with like the amount of content in it, but the few scenes that it did have were like impactful.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Only a handful of scenes
Yeah, but
out
like,
of a 50+ hour game.
yeah, but most games don't even have that.
It would
GTA,
depend
Red
per
Dead.
person. There's so many Halo scenes where I
Right,
could
we
tell
were
you that
talking
really
about-
hit
look
me,
at
that were really
GTA,
impactful.
GTA, there were a couple to me, like
That-
2, 3.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But like this
But
game had the same
that's
thing.
throughout the entire series of that Halo storyline. That's not one game in that Halo storyline. This game is just one game that we're playing. And
Yeah.
we got a bunch of impactful scenes, or
No.
a handful, more than
Four.
4. Okay, that's more than
4.
you were getting in a Halo game. You were getting 1 in a Halo game, maybe 2.
It's also a different
I mean?
time for games and a different kind of story when
I
the
feel like
Halo
we
games
wanted
came
a
out.
longer storyline,
And
but I feel like we wanted a longer storyline out of Ghost, but we wanted more. We wanted more.
Did not want a longer
I would have
storyline.
enjoyed like
I
more
wanted-
content in between the beginning and the ending, because the beginning and the ending were solid as fuck. To me. It was like the center that kind of like lacked, or I felt like they were a little like lazy on, as far as storytelling.
I
The
felt like
beginning and the ending are you'll see the ending, bro. It's fucking fire. The beginning is dope too. We were mad excited at the beginning. Like it's just the middle is like, yo, the story's kind of going by way too fast.
So literally for me the
You're not
experience
forced
was
to do side quests.
for me it was literally the beginning of the game. You know, going into battle, all this, being resurrected or whatever, in a sense, going to go save your uncle. Very beginning, you know, decently, you know, engaging, right? After that, dude, I didn't give a fuck about the characters, didn't give a fuck about anything else. The story was pretty much whatever the fuck it is to me. I'm like, dude, it's kind of a boring like linear story or whatever. The more you explore the world, the more your legend grows or whatever. People are calling you ghosts. Like it's just, it was just boring to me until Act 3. That's when the game really picked up. So pretty much Act 1, very beginning, pretty cool. After that, halfway through Act 1, boring. All of Act 2, boring. Act 3 is when it just started picking up. Ending, strong ass ending. Hands down, very impactful ending. But like, just as a full Edwin, how do you feel about the story?
I like it, bro. I mean, when I don't know, it's still spoiler free. Okay, so yeah, nah.
Spoiler free. Just talk about what you like.
No, like he says, the middle of the story, yeah, it does get like, how could I say, very pale to me. Because the beginning, it was freaking amazing. You know how they come towards like in the beach and all that.
That's what's up.
Yes, first 5 minutes of the game.
Amazing, I love it. But as soon as like you like get more into the game, I was like, oh god, I'd rather just do the side quest first, then go into the story.
And go into the story, right? Yeah, because the story wasn't. I didn't do that. I didn't care about the story.
I did the other way. I just wanted to beat the game. I wanted to beat this game, and then that's what I'm saying. I had the side quest.
But did you want to? Why did you want to beat the game? Because the story.
The storyline, yeah, bro. I figured the storyline would have been better. Like, I feel like any game that wants to be like is gonna focus on their main storyline. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, didn't do that for me.
And they didn't do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, they put mad work into the side quest, but then you're not even really forced to play the side quest. Like most storylines, right? Like, like GTA, right? You go and you play you'll play the story, let's say, right? And then if you got so far within the main storyline that it's starting to pass the side characters, you can't play a certain mission now. It'll tell you gotta build this. Yeah. You gotta play this side mission first.
Yeah.
And the game kind of should have been like that if you look, because you look when you're like running around, it's like talk to your people if you want during like right before the big storyline mission. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there would have these dialogues, or I guess they should have had these dialogues, but they were very vague because the game didn't know whether you played the story mission, the side story or not. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those, like, the game would have been longer, I felt like, if they forced us to play the side quest, but they didn't do it. So like it felt very quick. Once you got good, you beat the game quick.
But my point is, like, regardless, just playing the story, just not devoted into it. Did not care about it until the very end of the game. Like, the beginning, kind of grabbed my attention. Halfway through it, didn't give a shit about it until literally the end. I didn't care about the characters. I even did all the side quest story for the characters. Made me feel like I kind of was wasting my time.
I think the side quest stories of the characters was way more better than the actual story, to be honest. What do you think?
Yeah. It was a little more interesting, but I still didn't like it didn't make me like the characters.
Yeah, content.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to serve as like character development.
Yeah, and
didn't do it for me. It didn't do much for me. All right, I guess now we'll go into spoiler territory because gameplay fucking phenomenal, right?
Only side
story,
quest. All right, so
kind of like
talking spoiler.
So, like,
only side quest worth it for me was
spoiler free.
I'm gonna mention the name. I forgot her name.
So then, are we done with spoiler? Or so we're gonna start spoiler
you just
now?
I said yes. You
All right, cool.
Spoiler.
So 3, 2, 1. Spoiler.
It's fucking stupid. God, I hate you guys. The fucking grandmother.
Sorry, Quest.
The person that you thought was the grandmother.
All right, so characters. We're talking about specifically Yuriko, the house taker. Not the grandmother, the house taker. Which Christian mentioned.
Yeah, you thought it was the grandmother. But she, that was the only, like, real side quest that, like, meant something to me. I really don't give no fucks about, the archer.
The Ishiwaka?
Ishikawa, yeah, that's the sensei,
Ishikawa.
but his Tamue is like the
Tamura?
archer. Yeah, I don't really care much for the storyline.
That's the only one that I wanted to see play
I got
out.
what I wanted in the beginning. You mentioned it to me, like you explained it to me. I was like, cool.
Yeah, it was such a. I guess I felt like in the game, like, oh, okay, there's just one character in the game that was a good bandit and a good thief that outplayed me, right? That's what Tomoe did.
Okay.
That's it. She was always 3 steps ahead, even throughout the entire storyline for Ishikawa, right? So Ishikawa, whatever. He was the archer. He was your sensei. He taught you bow mastery, all this shit, right? You know, pretty much helped you with the upgrades. Good guy. Not even a good guy. That dude was kind of boring. And I felt like that storyline was pretty much very repetitive. It was pretty much Sakai telling him, yo, are you going to kill Tomoe because she betrayed you and killed all the people? And then Ishikawa was like, kind of like, oh, that's supposed to be my daughter. I'm supposed to make her my daughter, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know, the story travels on, and then you end up joining with her. You end up wanting her to be on your team. She ends up leaving and completely rejecting that life. She gets betrayed by the Mongols and pretty much betrays you over that storyline.
Stupid.
So,
Get home.
decent storyline for sure. Whatever, Tomoe. Yuriko, the house taker, which was only like 2 little storylines, which I like because they didn't drag that one.
But you learn about your father.
Mm-hmm.
You learn about you as a kid more.
Mm-hmm.
You learn more about your character.
Which was a plus to me.
You gotta,
Which
you
was a
gotta
plus
feel
to me.
more about who your character was before this whole thing,
Yeah.
and then as well, you know what I mean. And then, yeah, man, like that to me was one of the best like side quests.
That
I honestly, to me, it felt like it was part of the.
is that the
story.
best side quest?
To me,
Would you say it's the best side quest?
probably to me, because dude, you get the fucking poison darts. Like, bro, I was smacked. Like,
I never got so many though. I mean, I only got like
maxed
1 or
them out
2.
the second I did.
Yeah.
I got them. I had because
I used them.
I hoard my supplies. So
Yeah.
I maxed them out the second I got them for things like that. If I unlock something that I like, I'm just like, okay, cool. I can just max this shit out now. Max it out, and dude, just like watch me roll. It's just like,
Oh yeah. So
you
you once you get that, you get a hallucination dart, which literally which when you shoot at somebody,
pretty much give them fucking rabies.
yeah, and then they go around, they attack their own
You
people.
put them on bath salts, essentially. Like
Literally, you put them on
inject them
bath
with bath
salts.
salts.
He'll take down like 3 enemies before he dies, which is fire.
So what I would do is I would hit like a brute and an
Oh, you hit a
archer.
brute?
I'd hit a brute and an archer.
Oh, smart as
Yeah.
fuck.
And then I'm running around fucking assassinating people. while they're
That's
worried about each
smart
other.
as fuck.
Yeah,
Never even
bro.
thought of that. That is super fucking smart, bro.
Now you know, Edwin.
All right, so you're gonna say Yuriko is your favorite character storyline.
Development wise, like it was the most engaging to me. I felt the most like I needed to hear what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like no music was allowed to play in the background of my fucking room. Like I shut everything off. I wanted to hear everything. I wanted to catch that story. I wanted to learn more about the father.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to learn more about like you as a kid. You know what I mean? Because you're the last. Essentially, you're the last Sakai. Your uncle is your uncle, but that's like Christopher. You're more on Vidal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I die, and then you're like, well, listen, bro, you don't got shit left. I got you. I'm gonna put you under my wing, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so like that story, but that's like the main story. So that to me, you know, that's always stories then too. But
Which we will jump back to that. Ryuzo.
cool.
Ryuzo storyline was I wish there was more to it, and I wish it wasn't so like vanilla, like where he just betrays you
And I wish
and
they
tries to
didn't-
get you on his side.
Yeah, and I wish they didn't fucking play him like such a punk.
Yeah.
They kind of make him seem like a bitch.
Because he was such a cool guy when you meet him.
I just
He
felt
gives you your Ronin. If you're gonna fuck with us, bro, you gotta rock around like a Ronin, bro.
Ronin armor.
I just felt bad how after the duel with Sakai and both of them, he went to the mainland with the Khan, and he had to burn one of his people.
Oh, that was a crazy scene actually.
Punk, bro.
Damn.
That was a crazy scene.
Bitch.
But you know what the funniest part of that scene was? When he's over here like not knowing
He
if
wasn't
should-
willing to kill the fucking Khan or turn on the
Yeah,
Khan.
no,
but
but
fucking.
but
This guy, bro.
But the funniest scene in that scene was literally when he's holding the fucking torch, bro. He doesn't want to put it down to light the guy on the fire, right? But when the Khan says no, you're good. The first thing he does is go on his knees and then just drops a torch right next to the fucking shit that's about to like go on fire, bro. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, dude, like you're shaking to not put that shit down on the ground, but once the Khan tells you to not do it, he just gets on his knees and throws a torch right next to the fucking fire, bro. I'm like, this dude's about to light you accidentally, bro. Like,
That's funny.
I'm gonna throw that clip in.
Open the gate! Open the gate!
Cause that was fucking tight. I was like, yo, like y'all just fucked that scene up for me, bro. Because he's supposed to kill his own men, right? Like the point of him betraying you is so that he could provide food for his people, right? He made a deal with the Khan to get food for his people.
Well, for his Ronin.
Which is also what our intro is based off of. the Ryuzo and Sakai fight. Yeah, did you see the turn coming? I didn't see the turn coming.
Yeah. Because you literally
when he didn't show up, that's when I saw the turn coming.
I saw before that because
Did you see it come in?
When he didn't where I saw it coming is when they were talking about how they had their first duel when they were mad young, and he still had grudge out of it.
Exactly.
When he said, I'm like,
Right.
yeah, he's gonna turn.
You're right, foreshadowing. Yeah,
I never saw you. I never saw you. Or he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, he was like, it's like what? Like, he was like, yeah, bro. Like, you were a lord. You're a lord. Like, you know what I mean? You're the last of Sakai, so you've already, no matter what, you got status. This was my chance. Yeah, you were born with status. This was my chance to get status.
Exactly.
And you like embarrassed me. Almost, like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, I was just so excited to be fighting in front of the guy. He's like, we all were, but you didn't need that. You didn't need it. You didn't need to do it. And that's when I saw it coming, bro. I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that was his best
because
friend.
they glimpsed over that like 2-3 times. And he even said it like, yo, I didn't think it bothered you so much. And he was like, well, it didn't, or whatever the fuck. Or, you know, he's like, oh, it doesn't matter now, or some shit. And then the last cutscene before he doesn't come, or before he stops like coming, he asks you for the paperwork or whatever, or for something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, motherfuckers.
He asked you for that? I totally missed that shit.
I forgot what it was, and he's like, he double crossed. I was like, yo, he's double crossing you.
Damn. Nah, fuck, that sucks. Cause yo, it would have been the storyline would have been so cool if they were like fucking, if he betrayed him but then he took him back, cause you're the ghost, right? So it's kind of hypocritical for you to be like, no, I understand why you kind of went against us and betrayed us.
But not
and
really.
Shit. And then
the ghost is turning down certain aspects that
no
he
honor,
deems
no
honor. Yeah, certain aspects that make honor. Yeah, but differently though. Like, he's turning down his honor as a samurai, right?
Yeah,
so that way,
honors a samurai too.
He's not a samurai though. He's a Ronin. He was never a samurai.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
but like he wanted to be a samurai, but
he was never one. So he became a Ronin.
But he would lose his honor as being a samurai. But again, my whole point. But he became a murderer for his people. Same thing that
no, he didn't though. That's what I'm saying. No, he became a murderer for the people following him.
Yes.
Not for his country, not for his country.
But that's his people.
But that's what Ghost was doing. But that's the difference between their sense of honor. But that's the
similarity, but the difference.
But that's why.
But that's why I'm saying it's a little hypocritical, because I'm like, yo, like it is.
You burned your own buck. You burned someone. You know what I mean? Just for the smaller group of people. Not for your country. No, he did it.
All right, bro. But that's the thing is that you're focusing on country and people, and what I'm saying is that the country is not his people. The people that follow him are his people. The ghost, he does it for his country's people or whatever, but that's his people. So I'm just saying, people in general is the people who follow you, right? That's it. I'm not talking about country or whatever. The similarity.
It makes no sense for Ghost to understand it, because you burn someone that follows Ghost. Ghost would not. Why would he understand that? That's what I'm saying.
Well, That's the hypocrisy, because when he was going with Tomo burned her own people, and he was still willing to put her on the team. So why isn't he willing to put Ryuzo on the team? Why wasn't he willing to forgive Ryuzo? Plot, you know what I'm saying? Fucking plot shit.
Because he was more invested in saving his uncle. He was, you're willing to help me kill my uncle. You're willing to kill me too. It was more personal there.
But that's what I'm saying.
You turned on me. We're brothers. You turned on me. This bitch, I don't know. This motherfucker's been lying to me from the start of their side quest.
Would have been cool to still to keep him around. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with the way it played out. I don't hold it back for that
decision. I wish I had the decision on letting him live or die, and then I would have killed him.
There you go. That would have been dope if they had a decision, because that would factor in with the ending of the game.
And
so
I would have killed him. Like me personally, I would have killed him.
Yeah, all right, all right, and that would have been cool, you know, like to make little samurai decisions like that. Because at the end of the day, you're not following. Yeah,
more so.
Like you said, honor points, and then you get like a certain ending off that. But either way, Ryuzu's story, I was engaged, and then became I just thought it got cut a little too short, a little too quick.
I was expecting a revenge. Well, the game was basically all revenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was expecting more. Fuck the word
For just Ryu's storyline.
No, I was expecting that. Is what I'm saying. I was expecting the
More unexpected shit.
No, what
Like what?
betrayal. I was expecting there to be a lot of betrayal in this game.
Oh, wild amounts of betrayal, bro.
Yeah.
So also, since you want to talk about other shit, Lady Masako's story.
Masako.
Lady Masako. Lady Masako's story. I did the whole thing. Again.
That one's a cool story. The way you explained it to me, I kind of wouldn't have seen that coming.
The storyline was only good. That
was the one I'm doing right now. Like if I turn my shit on, that's
you do 9 tales of that, and it's pretty much this girl who's just really vengeful. This lady who loses her sons.
She's the last of her. She's the last of her
Adachi
clan, just like
the Adachi
you
clan.
are essentially.
And
that's why you fuck with her.
And she loses her sons, and they were assassinated at the war, and they were literally meant to be hung, and her husband was also assassinated, right? And like they basically sent up a bunch of people to kill her. She's the only one that ends up living, and you're following her storyline, and her storyline pretty much ends with her sister betrayed her, and she had thought that her sister died, right? But then
by her side. Right?
By her side. Yeah, like right near her. But
the women of the clan were the last ones fighting.
Yeah, so
which is also it's funny because those women, right? Mm-hmm. That's when we were watching the thing of the ghost, the history and shit. I think those are supposed to be the women that just
kill themselves
instead of.
But no, that wasn't it.
Instead of being taken captive. No, but I think that was supposed to be that piece.
Oh.
In that. Because I think that was the Adachi.
Yeah,
but in the thing too.
Maybe, but basically what ended up happening was that the body that she had was just brutally beat up in the face, but she was wearing the sister's clothing, so that's why Lady Masako thought that was her sister, because she had her sister's clothing, but her face was beaten so much that it was unrecognizable. So that's why she thought her sister was dead, but then you find out her sister's not dead, and her sister's the one putting out the hits, and you're basically kind of like stalking, finding out who would possibly do it. And then you basically go to her sister's estate, and you find out that her sister was basically just so mad at Lady Masako because Masako ended up marrying her to another family so that she could have like a good life instead of being like single, like whatever. This lady has a whole fucking estate. She has a whole estate. She has guards that are willing to kill for her. She's got nothing but food, fucking wealth and shit, and status and power and a name and whatever, bro. And she's all she cared about was revenge. Fuck you, bro. You get there, and then she ends up. Lady Masako was like, "Oh, like I can't do this or whatever," and then she gives her the ability to. She gives her the knife, and she's like, "Good, now you'll have no body or nothing," and then kills herself. That was a cool twist. I'm not gonna lie, that was a cool twist. So I like the story, but beforehand, right before you get there, she literally, you guys are interrogating a monk. You're not willing to let her die. You're not willing to let her die. You're not willing to let the monk die, right? She wants the answers, and she's willing to kill you, Sakai, for it. She duels you, and then she kills you over and over and over again. So, like, you know what I'm saying? The same thing with Ryuzu, bro. You let Ryuzu live. Well, I'm just talking about somebody who tries to kill you, bro. Nah, bro. But like you said, betrayal. So she betrays you, too.
But you're not that close to her.
But you let her live, and you let her join the army, and she's a part of the army.
I don't know.
So I don't know, bro. That to me fell short. Like I like the story, but I'm just like, you could have forgiven Ryuzu. I just wish you forgave Ryuzu.
The game in general should have left you with all the way these stories kind of went. You should have had the right to decide.
Yeah. Also, at the end of the game, you don't even know what the fuck happens to any of the characters, which kind of sucks.
It would have been lit if you decide whether they come or go.
Oh, that would have been cool.
You know what
That
I
would've
mean?
been
That would have been like, because every story, every side story had a little bit of controversy where they all kind of turned on you, right? Pretty much. That'd have been dope, but you know.
All right, we also have Kenji's story.
He's funny.
I love
Kenji's
Kenji.
funny. He completely. You tell him to do something. Okay, cool. Let me know when it goes. Fucking. What was it talking about?
Kenji.
Kenji. You keep trying to make him like cool or whatever. Like, sorry. You keep telling him to like be a good person or whatever, and he slightly tries to do it, but has his own like little ways about not going about it. So. Kenji was a cool guy. I don't know. He had a decent storyline.
Stupid.
He was just dumb, like you said. He was stupid and dumb. Whatever.
Funny.
Funny guy.
Comedic. He was the comedic whatever.
Yuna and Taka's story.
I like the entire story.
I thought it was actually alright. I mean, they're kind of runaways, right? They were like they grew up in an abusive camp.
You are who you are, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She turned you who you are. She turned you into the ghost.
Mm-hmm. But you learn more about
he goes
Yuna
out
and
like a
Taka.
champ. He goes out like a champ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and which I think fucking is way better than the way they fucking portrayed Ryuzu. You know, like, because Ryuzu, that was one thing, like, Ryuzu, he had the chance to kill the ghost. He had the chance to kill the ghost, and he was like, nah. Like, you know what I mean? And then tried to do it to the Khan. Ryuzu would have had a much better chance of killing the Khan, but he was such a punk, like, within himself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a man, you know? So I think I fuck with Taka's story so much cooler. Ryuzu was a cooler person and like character. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because he was a fighter and Ronin. But like, nah, bro. Taka went out like more of a man, I feel.
So yeah, that was definitely one of the stories where. Well, I mean, I'm not even talking about that yet. I'm talking about the side characters mission. You didn't do Yuna and Taka's side characters?
Bro, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Gold. I went for the gold.
Oh, you didn't do
I did
any of the side
missions,
characters
bro.
missions? Oh
I
my
did some of them.
God.
I was like, these kind of seem a little whack.
So
bro.
it's,
Like,
so yeah, that's but again they work for character development. That's what I'm saying is that they do these little side stories, like they give you a little more insight on the characters when you're doing the main story missions. So you kind of have a little more respect for them, but you still don't like them, which is why I feel like the story fell short. So pretty much Yuna and Taka, they were like enslaved. They were in camp since they were little kids. They kind of grew up stealing shit, or grew up like really being like beaten up and like raped and shit like that. Yuna specifically, and Taka too. And then you basically go and you have to assassinate all the people that from the mines that they worked at and shit like that, like literally from little kids. And then Yuna ended up having another sister that she had, and she ended up just running away from this sister, like just completely abandoning her and not looking back. She was like 12 years old. So like yeah, like they have a little more deeper stories. That's why I respect Yuna and Taka's story a little more. So I'll give that. I like that one. I like that one more. The Khan storyline, the protagonist, you didn't get any of that really.
antagonist.
You're the protagonist. Yeah, the antagonist Khan. What's his name? Kublai Khan.
Kublai.
Kublai Khan.
No.
Kublai Khan.
Kublai, I think, is the cousin that sent him over. I forgot.
Well, whatever. The Khan, bro. The guy.
The Khan. That's what he's called the entire fucking.
Yeah,
game,
the fucking Khan. Whatever, dude.
The dickhead.
I liked his perspective. I thought he had pretty unique perspective where he's like, yo, like I took y'all hostage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm giving you an opportunity to sit here and like surrender or join us, you know? Like
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty cool character that they should have used a lot more in the game.
Well,
but they
happen in
didn't.
real life,
You know what's funny though?
No, I know, but I'm saying is they should have shown a lot more of him, like a lot more actions, a lot more of that. Like I wanted, like, because at the game, like this is the guy you're supposed to kill. This is the guy they kind of hype up to kill, but you don't get much of him, so it just kind of falls flat.
You know what's funny? In the beginning of the game, the one of the samurai said, "Bring out your strongest warrior," and he was right there. He just put alcohol in his face and then fire. I'm like, wow, that's it. You saw it in the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. I thought it's gonna be like a nice sword fight, but nope. Alcohol, throw fire in his armor. That's it. And he was like, who's next?
So if you watch this
Wow,
video
bro.
that me and Steven watched yesterday about like the like the history of Tsushima,
The
and
history of
like
Tsushima.
where they got the storyline from. There were 2 invasions. One, pretty much in the storyline, you see his father gets killed by Mongols, and that's technically the first invasion, right? And in that first invasion was where the Mongols attacked with dishonor, and that was pretty much they. One of the top samurais or whatever came out and smacked like 7-8 guys, and then pretty much started yelling at the Mongols and was like, "Yo, which one of you guys want to fight me? Let's go!" Like, you know what I mean? And then the Mongols were just like, like hit him with a bunch of arrows, like so that's what happened in like real life, or I guess in story of real life, right? And that's how, like, you know what I mean? They changed it cinematically to make it better.
So in real life, they shot him with arrows, and in the game, they just burned him.
Burned with alcohol by the Khan.
And it was basically to show that the Mongols have no honor.
Yeah.
Right? They fight with no honor.
Because to us, if someone hits him with arrows, stupid.
That's no honor. It's you getting shot in the back.
I'm saying to us. Like, if we would have saw that guy get hit with arrows, we'd be like, stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this showed us from, like, you know what I mean? That had more of an impact on how they had no honor.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, yeah, that scene did, because that's why it stands out so much for Edwin, where pretty much he just gets burned. Yeah. But in real life, he just got shot with arrows, because he was pretty.
And in the game, that's why he has a problem with like hitting people with arrows too. Like,
exactly.
At the very beginning, he's like a thief. You're gonna hit them, like, you're not gonna shoot them head on. You're gonna shoot them in the back.
Mm-hmm. But who really knows what the fuck happened? To be honest, this is just like what historians have written down about. So could have been burned. Who the fuck knows? Yeah. So that
were beasts, bro.
that was cool as fuck. Shimura uncle. You know, the real story behind this game lies between Jin Sakai and Shimura, his uncle that raised him, right? That's really
his father.
His father?
That's how they fucking ended it.
Pretty much. But
you're a great mind, leader, samurai, and father. And that's when he starts crying.
Facts, bro. Like, yeah, pretty much. I thought his uncle was gonna be a dick, which he kind of is, but you also see like why he is the way he is, because he really has to be he was conditioned with these beliefs, right? He grew up believing this thing. These are all everything that once Jin Sakai's father died and his mother died, he basically had to raise him as his own son, and he took him under his wing as his own son.
That's the thing. He didn't have to. He did it.
He did it.
He didn't have to.
He did it, and they had this bond, and you see this through the very beginning of the game, where they have these little flashbacks where he's just kind of teaching him how to fight, how to be a swordsman, how to be a leader, giving him these small little lessons that make him who he is. And then in order for Jin Sakai to really save and fight these Mongols, he has to become somebody that his uncle despises, right? So not the samurai way, dishonorable. And then you kind of see this game where they're just clashing heads consistently, like even after you save him. Because I thought he was gonna die. I'm like, I'm waiting for him to die through the Mongols' hands.
And then it was gonna be like a vengeance,
you know what I'm saying?
Ghost.
And then it's gonna be
thing,
like a ghost vengeance kind of situation.
I thought that was gonna be it too.
Did not happen that way, right? So we're gonna talk about the memorable moments in the game.
The uncle
now.
dies and the uncle's really the ghost. And
yeah,
the uncle teaches you these crazy fucked up stances.
So the most. All right,
let me make a fucking game, guys.
I actually thought, like, when you go save the uncle, the Khan was gonna be there and he's gonna be like, "This is your uncle," and slice his head right there.
Me too.
Yeah, that's what that.
Me too. He didn't have to let him live.
Huh?
He didn't have to let him live.
Yeah, but the only reason that would have been like the Khan wasn't gonna run away from you at any point. So then you got to fight him, and if you beat him.
I actually thought like there was like another leader at the Khan. Yeah, there's one, but then
that's why I think that would be part 2, or that would if they came out with like a DLC, that would be it. Is because there is another leader. He's not the leader of the Khans.
Exactly.
If you read the artifacts and if you know history, he wasn't like the real leader. Oh, okay. He was just like a general.
He was just a general.
He was like
sent
a general
there to fight,
right? Oh. And then his real thing. So when Genghis Khan died, if you read the Mongol artifacts in the game.
Which I
when Genghis Khan died, the Khans pretty much there was a civil war between like in the family for Big Dick, top leader, and so then if you read all the artifacts that you find, like conversations with the Khan, specifically those of them, the monk that talks to him, he tells you like how his goal was pretty much to use Hiroshima. That's why he kept this guy hostage. The uncle was because he wanted to use the uncle to overthrow his cousin, and then if that worked successfully, he would allow the uncle to be shogun. Because he said through spies and stuff, he knows that Shimura has ambitions. Past being the title he's given now.
I didn't know.
And that's why he wanted. So that's why he kept trying to turn Shimura. Kept like, yo, like. You know,
and letting him live.
Wow. That's why. So like the artifacts mean a lot.
Crazy
if you read the
perspective.
shit. Yeah,
Crazy
and then if you read the things, so that's what I'm saying. Like you don't get a lot of screen time with the Khan.
Yeah.
But if you read the conversations and stuff, and you know a decent enough about like the history of the Khans or whatever, like you kind of can put a little bit of it together on your own. You know what I mean? And I feel like this game itself was kind of like for people who also like
it's good that they did that.
Know their history, like,
but
you know, like enjoy
fuck all that, bro. Because I'd rather just have those scenes in the game.
Yeah.
Period. I would have rather just had.
I feel like these graphics are so fucking good that's why they couldn't just put so many things.
No, I think that was a very what you just said and really brought the game up. You know what I'm saying? Like it made it seem a lot more deep than what you get. So you want to just go through memorable moments in the game real quick, and then we'll get to the ending. We'll go to Taka's death. Taka's death scene.
Can we just put a video on his reaction, like a camera on his reactions for the rest, since we're spoiling it for him?
No. No.
His fucking face just now. He said,
"Fuck that."
His face just went flush. Like this motherfucker dies.
Taka's death scene was.
I gotta go down to that. I want to hear this.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
It's your fault, bro. And you wanted to review this and you slapped.
Christian saw it first, and Christian ruined it for me. And
yeah, because he tried to, Taka ain't nobody. He's a little bitch.
Taka is a little bitch. That's how they portray him.
You know, he's actually, I kind of like their storyline.
Oh, their story. But mind you, I still think he died like a little bitch. It wasn't that sad to me or whatever.
He went out better than Ryuzu, bro.
Yeah, he went out better than
Ryuzu.
Honestly, yeah, he did go out better than Ryuzu. I didn't really, bro. He was still a little pussy, bro. That sword was still shaking when it was on his hand. I was like, dude, it would have been more ballsy for you to just try to kill the ghost.
When you fight one of the Ronin, they even say like Ryuzu like acknowledges that you're one of the best swordsmen you're the best swordsman he's ever faced. And then in one of the duels, you're fighting one of the Ronin or whatever. Yeah. The guy's like, like his stories never do you justice, or his stories do you no justice. And Sakai's like, they never did. His hands is real.
The
sword arm is real.
Fucking. You wanna die too or no?
No, just Taka dies. So Taka pretty much comes out of nowhere. He wants to join you in taking over this fort or some shit. I kind of forgot why he wanted to take over the fort.
Liberating the fort. He wanted to. This was getting you to the Khan.
Oh yeah. He was gonna go kill the Khan at night.
Kill the Khan. Yeah, you were gonna go assassinate him. You made the decision to fuck it. I'm not gonna face him up with honor.
He's gonna go assassinate him.
And then he's like, let me be a distraction. No, he didn't see it coming.
He didn't see it coming.
No, he just got caught. He ran away and he got caught. No, he ran away, got away, and then you get beat up. No,
you get caught.
Yeah, you get caught by the Ryuzu. Yeah, whatever, some shit. But the guy doesn't get caught because of that. He gets caught because he came back to get you. That's what I was trying to say.
Wait, Taka tried to come back?
That's why you wake up tied up with him.
I thought they just caught him.
No, they caught him because he was like, I knew you were gone for too long. Like, I knew you were gone for too long. I knew something was wrong, so I went to get you, and they found me.
Stupid.
And that's that. You know what I mean?
Stupid.
Like, bro, he went out like a fuck. Like, dude,
Stupid.
he loved. He was like, yo, you like he knew Ghost was.
That just made the fucking scene worse for me, bro.
That
made that scene
better,
way worse.
Because he was safe. He was good, bro.
That was dumb.
It's a tragedy. It makes it a tragedy.
Do you think Taka has any ability to go back for fucking Sakai?
No, but the fact that he tried,
zero.
Bro.
No, fuck that. Stupid.
It, bro.
Stupid Taka. Nah. Sorry, that was dumb. We should have went to get Yuna and got the people. Nah, stupid.
You don't know if he's gonna die.
Stupid decision.
You don't know how fast he's gonna die.
Taka?
You don't know how fast. If you're Taka, you don't know how fast they're gonna.
I know Taka is gonna die the second he gets into that fort, bro. The second he sees one of them dead, hands down. Sorry, Taka. You ain't doing all that. If you got Yuna though, you'd have had a better chance. So that kind of made that death scene, I guess, worse for me. Not knowing that now. But let's move on to the next most memorable moment, which was the horse's death. Right?
Our horses?
Yeah, the horse you get, it dies.
I fucking love Sora.
Oh, you call it Sora? I call him my Nobu. But it was such a small part of the game that was so crazy because literally you're running away from your uncle. Your uncle pretty much says that he's gonna get the Shogun. He's gonna take you in, right? And you're trying to break away from your uncle, and then right as you get on your horse and you're running away, they have archers just shoot at the horse 3 times, and that horse keeps running, bro. Keeps on pushing, bro. OD all the way till it dies, bro. Does not stop till it just can't move anymore and just drops.
And it ran like an
dies,
entire
bro.
island, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that was at
all the way to the third
second
act.
island, and you start up at the top of the third island.
Act 3, yeah. Which was wild.
To show
bro.
you how much that horse ran.
That horse was worth it. Why did they give us his names and these colors? I don't fucking know, bro. Just for like armor dyes and shit. But like, yo, that was memorable, and that was just a little thing of the game. And besides that, fuck the horse. What I would do is the part that I hate about the game was that every time you try to jump, you would always lose health, right? Even when you get the upgrade, every single time you try to jump little mountains. So
better. The roll you talking about? The roll?
no, when you would jump off a certain thing, and then you would land.
If you press circle right before you fall, you don't lose health.
Yeah, there is. When you
There's an
with heights, with certain heights.
There's an upgrade.
Yeah, I did that. Still got
You
hurt.
didn't tap it right then.
Well,
You're
either
supposed
way,
to roll. If you roll, you don't lose health.
either way, what I would do is I would just take the horse, and I would just and that was such a stupid upgrade. I would just literally jump off
The horse,
certain
and
things.
then let the horse like fall first.
And, and then jump off the horse and just give up the horse, let the horse just fucking fall and just, dude. So many times my horse could have died. Lived through all that shit. You could have lived through some arrows, son.
Yo.
But either way, yo, that scene was crazy.
Speaking of
the
death,
music.
though,
What's up?
Speaking of death, isn't it like so annoying that every time when you're about to die, that you gotta wait like a minute or someone to kill you?
They'll surround you first.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, just kill me, right? Don't embarrass me like that. I'm a samurai,
They would kick you and shit.
right?
They kill you. That was fucking funny.
Stomp.
Yo, all right, Yuriko's death. We went over Yuriko's death, the caretaker's death, right? Where, that scene kind of really made me feel like, yo, like, I gotta start like calling my grandma and my grandparents for often and shit, like, But honestly, yo, like, if I were to be that old, I would want to die the way Yuriko went out, bro. That's like the perfect death in the game. That's the most honorable death in the game.
I thought she gave Lord Sakai's father the because she was on some like dementia, bro. She mistakes you for your son, for your father, and then starts talking about the best day of her life. Yeah, bro.
Good.
You know what she did when she got to the ball?
She found the way of the samurai.
Sure, she found her way to samurai.
Steven feels like we're talking about his grandma right now, so he's uncomfortable.
No, I honestly, I honestly missed that whole scene, bro. I was kind of like in and out. It was
that's why I don't understand,
4
bro. You just don't give a fuck
It was
about
like 4 a.m.
You're just like, this guy don't give a fuck. You don't mean shit.
Yeah,
Your
I don't
storyline
care.
I've mentioned,
But that's what I'm
I
saying.
mentioned something. You're like, wait, yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
So of course these
Because
things
again,
don't
I'm
fucking mean nothing to you,
grinding.
bro. You know what I mean?
I'm
Of course
grinding,
these
but that's the thing is I'm grinding through the game. I missed the storyline, bro. I was grinding through Last of Us 2.
You can't even.
I didn't miss one scene,
no
bro.
excuse, bro, because you
Didn't
can't
miss
even
one
fucking
scene.
skip these scenes.
There's one
So
scene.
what's
what?
the excuse? You can't even skip these
Because
scenes,
I'm
bro.
grinding the game so hard, dude. I'm playing at like 4 a.m., bro, and I'm literally like passing out, son. Like I'm trying to focus, and I'm like, fuck. Like, dude, I can't fucking keep my eyes
Let's do a movie
open,
review, bro,
bro.
and we'll still have the same fucking problem. That's a big cat, bro. Big cat.
Facts.
Big cat. Because if we watch a movie, bro, you can't watch the movie.
Only if the movie's good. If the movie's engaging enough for me to not fucking fall asleep through it,
No.
then it's good enough. But either way, no, I can make it through the movie. But honestly, like there was just parts in this game where I did miss little things. But either way, and like I said, I'm being honest. Like there are some scenes that you mentioned that have brought the game up a little bit, and then there's just other scenes that I also missed that just brought the game a little more down. Like just my personal opinion. Again, it's my fucking review. You have your own personal opinions. Your fucking review. You know, so it's like we have different things, but either way, the way I experienced the game, again, if I didn't pay fucking attention, bro, is because, you know, I was tired as fuck because the game is grindy as fuck, bro. Last of Us 2 is grindy as fuck too, bro, but like every fucking cutscene, dude, made me want to engage with the game even more. You know what I'm saying? Every part of the story, bro, fucking, I wanted to see, yo, what the fuck's gonna happen? What the fuck's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Edwin, tell me now.
Yeah, I get you. You just want to like get this over with, like right now. Like, yeah.
Facts. Like
get it over.
It kept you engaged. It kept you like it made you want to just keep watching what the fuck's gonna happen. Even though you didn't like the fucking story or what was happening, which we fucking hated, we still wanted to see where it's going
to lead to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This one didn't. I didn't give a fuck. I'm just like I just want to get to the end of the game so that I can just say I beat the game. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. So yeah, that is that. And then the ending of this game, though. That being said, the ending of this game, right, is something to be commenced, bro, because that shit was impactful as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like just the way the whole game plays out, where like I said, it's pretty much about you and your uncle, and this whole calm little narrative is whatever. But the real protagonist, the real antagonist in the game, is your uncle. At the end of the day, right? And you're kind of fighting this honor and dishonor thing within yourself where like, yo, should I be the ghost? Should I not be the ghost? But no, I am the ghost. You know, this is who I am, like for my people, for my country. And then again, the uncle is doesn't see things that way. He thinks, yo, I should sacrifice my people so that we can keep the samurai code intact, right? It's more of a legacy thing instead of it's more of a long-term legacy after I'm dead. You know, this is what the way people should continue on thinking, my clan and all that shit. Mm-hmm. You know, Lord Sakai is more like in the moment, like I need to save my people today. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like what I have to do to save the people that I love today, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just these two ideas clashing heads, right? Mm-hmm. You get to the end of the game, you kill the Khan, and then now you're gonna go see Lord Shimura, right? He decided to join you in the battle against the Khan, but he's got orders from the Shogun to kill you. And you go see him, and you have this nice little scene where even he can kind of respect the ghost's decision, right? Or other people to see the ghost the way they do. Because there's this little vendor guy, right? Who has his cart broken down. And he's like, yo, the ghost saved us. Like, I'm literally taking this cart all the way up north to give everything I have to the ghost, everything I possibly can for the ghost. Mm-hmm. And he helps aid in that, right? Yeah. Lord Shimura. You get to the end of the game. You find out that your uncle has these orders, and you have to duel each other, right? You have to kill each other, which is a sad ass scene, bro. Because I'm like, dude, like I don't want to kill him, bro, but like I have to. Like he's dueling me.
Smoke the whole blunt.
That's it, bro. You're given the decision, the only decision in the game, to either spare him or kill him, right? To spare his life or kill him, dude. Hard ass fucking decision of my life, bro. To spare him or kill him. Christian, go with your story.
Nah, bro. I smoked the blunt. Thought about it,
dude.
Yeah, that shit was.
He sat down and he told me he spent like 30 minutes, an hour, like thinking about what decision you were gonna make.
My whole blunt. I waited on it, bro.
Well, when I get to that scene, guys, I'll kill him.
You kill him?
You're gonna kill him?
Yeah, I will.
It's a better scene.
I chose to spare him, and I chose to spare him because I'm like,
don't show mercy to your opponents.
Well, he's your uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's still your family at the end of the day, and like the fact that they gave you the decision, I'm like, wow, like all right, cool. Like he wants you to kill him, right? He's like, give me an honorable death, right? Mm-hmm. So when you choose to spare him, he's like, I have no honor.
Type shit.
Right? And then pretty much he's like, you know, like, you're still my family. I still love you. And then you just walk away as the ghost. Right?
I thought he was in a Sadapu, I think it's called, whatever. Sakadu.
Which is pretty much, you thought he was going to kill himself.
He was going to kill himself if you didn't kill him.
I was like, that would have been, I mean, that's what he was afraid of. That's what you're talking about. You're not talking about how
I smoked on it.
Why you were thinking about it. So what were your thoughts behind why you smoked on it? Why did you want to spare him? Why did you want to kill him?
I thought he was gonna fucking kill himself if I killed him. If I didn't kill him, and then like I don't want to kill my uncle, my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like ultimately, I just went off like what I would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't kill my uncle. You know, like if I went through all that shit, I wouldn't kill my uncle. But like someone else might, you know. But like it made for a better cutscene.
But when you kill him, I thought the killing him. I saw the killing him. You know, every time I play a game and there's multiple endings, I do what I think is best, and then I watch everybody else's endings. And the killing ending was just way more sad than the fucking like sparing him ending. Cause the killing ending, bro, was just like, you know, you are my father, and he's like, I hope I see you on the next life.
Find me in the next.
Find me in the next life, bro.
I will.
Drops, bro.
And
I
then
will.
Smoke some.
And then he's like crying and shit, like, ah, like fuck. That was sad, bro. That was a crazy part of the game. That shit hit me, bro. So yeah, pretty much. I think we just went through the whole thing of the game, literally every part of the game. How fucking long was the review?
2 hours almost. It's hot as fuck. I'm about to have a heat stroke. Peace.
An hour 28 minutes. No, we're not peace. Fuck. You know what the fuck? Fuck you saying peace for, dude? What's the fucking overall timing? Oh, sorry. What's your what would you rate this game?
7.5.
7.5 out of 10.
7.5.
Edwin.
I'm still playing. It's looking like a good solid 8.
I'm giving it an 8, bro, because I think it could be game of the year. It's already beat Last of Us. It's already been more engaging, gameplay, story mode, characters. You know, it did fall flat for me a little bit more, but not as much as Last of Us 2 did. So definitely 8 out of 10. Definitely a badass fucking game. Go out, fucking buy the game full price. Buy the game full price, right? Or well, you would rent it, right?
Buy it at GameStop and return it when you beat it.
Could do that too.
Because there's nothing to do once you beat it. What the fuck are you doing?
So basically,
Don't return the shit. I wish I could return it right now. I wish I could get my $65 back. That ass.
Damn. And you're giving it a 7.5 out of 10? Fuck.
I love the game. It was a great game, but like I can't do nothing with it. I could just fucking stare at the game all day, scratch my ass.
Fire.
Like I'm still getting content out of like older games. To me personally, that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's all I would do. Like if you're that type of person that can replay a game over and over, totally. Or if you like to collect your things, like you said you like to collect your hard disks. Like I mean that's just taking up space to me.
I don't like to collect hard disks. I like to have physical copies.
That's what I'm saying.
And
The hard disks.
down. Oh yeah, I like to collect those.
I just get physical copies, bro, and then once I finish the game, I
just resell them back. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather do that. I bought the digital copy to this game because it was
to me
like
when
I wanted to get it. The date came out type shit, and I didn't want to. And we don't even know if fucking how GameStops are working, because we're still doing this whole thing. So, but personally, yeah, like next fucking fire game that comes out, like I'm just gonna get the fucking what's it called? The hard copy, so that way I could just return that shit, get my money back. I beat games within 2 weeks. I'm good.
True. It's a smarter way to think about gaming and all that shit. I just like to personally keep the hard copies. If it's a shitty game, I'll give it back. But like for games, I like to go back and look at them. Or maybe I used to when I had more time. I used to be really bored. I'd just go back and enjoy the story again. You know what I'm saying? Like Last of Us.
If you're that type of person, then
so
the digital, I guess, whatever.
That's why.
But keep the game. But I'll fucking.
Anyways, man, I hope everybody enjoyed this fucking game review. All right, 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Good game. Go buy it. Enjoy it for everything you can. Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Turn that fucking in.
Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Yeah.